All right, so in a former avatar, this show was once upon a time known as What's Cooking Good Looking. It has now sort of adapted into something we call Will Travel for Food.
Obviously,
but I have
now that
to
you
say,
have Punit on the show, you can call it What's Cooking Good Looking.
But we're just missing the girl. True to the film, she's going to come in late.
She's our gaon ki Gori. She has to get water from the kuwa.
Yeah, she's going to get water. Yeah.
just as well, actually, she's not around right now, right? So now the thing is, what we do is obviously this is a show about food. Now, the film may not entirely be about food, but it is about two worlds coming together.
It's a lot to do with food as well.
You'd be surprised how much.
Imran's a chicketarian in the film. He loves having chicken. So he's obsessed with non-veg.
Right.
He's thrown into a village in Gujarat that has no non-veg. So that's an entire track in the film. Till the Gori comes in, we are still in the first half zone. So I'm guessing what we're going to make is something non-veg, right?
Well, I'm going Sri Ram style, and I'm making a pasta bolognese, which is one of my favorite things to make.
Now, what a lot of people don't know, and I think both of you should sort of attest to this before we get down to cooking, is how good a cook Imran is.
Let me tell you, Imran has a take on food everywhere. Like if he went to Gujarat, Imran had a take on his food there because he knows his food really, really well.
Right.
The pasta he's making, he's taken a lot of care to get this right as well. It's not only for the cameras.
I brought my own supplies.
He's brought his own supplies.
My own frying pan.
And he's going to take this pasta back home for his wife as well.
No, he's really, really, really not. I just want to tell you.
Some of it has to go home because Avantika's been after me for a month.
No, I've had your chili con carne before. I must admit here that I have, used it to great success in my own life subsequently. So thank you.
What do you mean by great success?
That means I have stolen his recipe and then taken full credit for it.
And she is no longer single.
Oh,
There you go.
Off the market now.
It's the magic of his cooking.
so teach me something, please, Imran. I need
Chalo.
it really badly.
Okay, so
This is not what we've heard, but another story for another time.
I like to do two things with my tomatoes. One, you get canned tomatoes, which you need for the sauce.
Yeah.
But I also like to get fresh tomatoes and roast a few myself. So first thing we're going to do is put some into roast.
I mean, seriously, Jamie Oliver, step aside, huh?
You want to get nice kind of
Firm.
Round tomatoes.
nice firm round
Yeah, tomatoes. Yeah.
soft ripe tomatoes.
yeah.
I am not even
You're
touching
into all this.
So tomatoes in the oven. When you think of bolognese,
Right.
you think tomato, you think meat. That's basically it. But the base for that is actually what is really important. So what we're doing here is celery,
Yeah?
carrots, onions, butter, a bit of olive oil.
This is what I suppose is called a mirepoix, right?
Yep.
Huh?
Well done.
I have been studying hard.
So olive oil and butter,
Olive oil and butter.
because the oil raises the burning temperature of
Right.
butter.
And the butter adds just that beautiful butter
That's
flavor.
that good flavor. Okay, now I'm doing just one tiny little cheat, which is not technically part of the recipe.
Okay.
It's just because I have a major weakness for garlic, so sneaking a little bit in there just good. Don't tell anyone.
I feel like an illiterate here. I don't know anything.
But you can smell, no?
Yeah, I'll
make
make a thepla though.
You can
watch me
smell,
take
yeah?
ash with a thepla.
Yeah, have you ever cooked anything in your life?
Maggie.
Maggie. Wonderful.
Sometimes black coffee.
Because that clearly is culinary excellence at its peak.
It's really difficult. You need to get it right.
Instant coffee.
Instant coffee.
You do, it's not even brewed coffee.
No.
For
What?
shame. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Avantika might just be the luckiest girl there is, right?
Have you ever seen a hero cook like that?
I really haven't.
I mean, have you seen an actor cook like that?
I haven't seen many civilians cook like this,
Garlic is starting to come in nicely. Okay, so what you do is onions and garlic.
right?
Just when the onions get soft, you don't want them to get brown yet. It is when the carrots and the celery go in.
So you were giving us a little background to how this is supposed to be done, like an evening built around your bolognese.
Yeah. See, the part that we're doing right now is the time-consuming bit, where you're making this mixture. Once everything is done, then ideally a bolognese, you want it to sit and simmer for 3 hours, 4 hours. Build an evening around it.
What a nice guy.
Do all of this work early,
Yeah.
and then just sit down, have a glass of wine, and let it simmer for a couple of hours. Eat it at 10, eat at midnight.
You know, I have to say, having done this, I have a feeling that your role, if you and Punit are to collaborate again, is going to perhaps be revised.
It will. It will for sure.
He's giving you these very assessing looks.
Hey Punit, let's do a food-based movie.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea actually. No one's done that.
Yeah.
Imran will kill me with that homework that goes into it.
He won't. Look at it. You've got the perfect consultant right here.
That's exactly why he'll kill me.
Huh?
Punit, we need to do more research.
Yeah, something more.
Prep.
Something more.
one of the other things that sort of occurs to me is the last time that I sort of shared screen with the two of you, we were all the way in New Zealand.
New Zealand, yeah.
You know, he was jumping out of planes, you were leaping into lakes. You know, so from New Zealand now to sort of rural Gujarat.
We
it's
matured.
quite a jump.
Yeah,
Yes.
we matured.
You matured.
This film is way more mature.
It's true.
Yeah.
You know, it is. And,
Punit is certainly matured as a filmmaker and as a director.
Right.
Unfortunately, not so much as a person.
That's a sick thing.
Now we don't want this to burn.
Yeah.
So take it out and put it on the side. That's in there. These are chicken livers. Now, personally, I'm not a big fan of chicken livers, but in a bolognese sauce, it really adds something. It adds kind of a depth and complexity to the flavor, which is just spectacular. Once the entire thing is cooked, you're not even going to realize that it's in there.
You know, you boys all having fun on set. Tell me some stories. Like, I'm looking for, you know, the stuff that really happened.
The stuff that really
Well,
happened.
ours is a hard-hitting show. You must understand. We're looking for the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
Do you know of the Gujarati thali we went for? To Prince.
Ah, yes.
Okay, that's special. So I don't have Gujarati thali. I've never taken to it.
It has no interest in vegetarian food.
And managed to drag me along. I started eating that as well. And
It was just.
I don't want to say the number of jalebis Kareena ate in front of me. Imran, I'm not even talking about because Imran didn't talk to anyone through the meal. He sat down like that and he concentrated on his food like he was never.
That thali is this big, okay? So the thali itself is this size. And there's lots of those little katoris going around, and every day there's new stuff. We went there 3 days in a row.
Talk to anyone. Like he didn't talk to anyone before the meal, during the meal, or after the meal. Because after the meal he was standing like that. I actually have a picture of Imran standing like that with his stomach out. He's like, listen, you know, I'm going to go and sleep here. And he did.
This is the mutton going in.
Mutton keema. You don't want to put it all in at one go.
Right.
Because we put it all in together, it's going to let out a lot of juice, and basically it's going to just be boiling in its own juice. It's very important for you to brown the meat. Quickly, going to just chuck this back in here to make sure that the flavors all get to know one another.
Where's the sauce?
In there. Last thing, a little bit of white wine. Now, sometimes white wine, sometimes red wine. Again, depends on
the mood.
Depends on the mood.
Yeah. Okay, Srishi, how much longer?
Not much longer, actually. Once this wine evaporates, we're just going to transfer this into the crock pot, get the tomatoes out of the oven. Hopefully, they should be done by now. So, we're done here. Now,
No, it's big stuff.
my other pot.
Your other crock
This
pot.
is my favorite, my best friend, my crock pot.
A very beautiful thing. And crock pot and crack pot, I think it's wonderful.
Just check for size. Yeah, I think it. Yep, perfect fit.
It's only going to get tastier though.
Yeah.
The hair smells nice.
And look who's here. Hello.
Where am I?
Wherever you want to be.
Wherever you like.
you want
What
to
is
be.
this?
Tomatoes. They've been roasted in the oven. So it gives that little roasted tomato burnt flavor.
And now what do we do?
Standing like a school teacher with a ruler in your hand. You have to whip us right now.
Some amount of debate about where you were earlier and what you were doing. Imran, Punit, both had some, theories on...
Imran.
What's
Imran had a lot
the
to
theory?
say.
Being the Gaon ki Gori, you had gone to the kuan to get pani.
Okay. What was Punit's theory?
I didn't say anything, man.
Of course not. And
We
Punit
are
said that-
petrified of you, so we were just like, choosing our words very carefully.
Right. You really think that they are petrified of me?
He's
standing-
probably...
She's standing
They
the school
have
teacher.
bullied me throughout the making of this movie to the point that I'm just like so fried that I just don't know what to do.
You're standing like a school teacher with a ruler in your hand. You have to
Now,
whip
but
us
on
right
the
now.
set, I was standing like a...
You can't lie on television. That's,
You should.
I have
You
to
can
come
only
on.
lie on
That's
television.
karma.
Actors only lie on television, generally. I hope people know that.
Sad but alarmingly true.
Imran is not bothered.
Yeah, he's on
Imran's
his
on a
own
trip.
He's
I have to finish this. Also,
that-
I'm under instructions from my wife. I have to take this home.
Oh, he will get beaten there.
Yeah.
Not by me, but by Avantika.
Okay, so listen, you have to warm this up very, very gently so that it's never properly hot.
Sorry, I'm squeezing around then. All right.
So if it's just keep lifting it off, putting it back down, lifting it off, putting it back down. You just take 2 steps that way.
Kareena, is there any chance that you could be converted at all back to the dark side?
Not really. I mean, not that I really miss it. So it's not. In fact, I love vegetables.
Veg thali.
I
She
never
loves
get too
veg
hot.
thali. And low-fat jalebis.
14 jalebis.
I believe I heard that there were sort of record numbers.
Record numbers
but
of jalebis.
Jalebis are allowed. You're allowed
those
any number of
jalebis.
jalebis. Yeah.
See, the logic is that you can have only 3 things in your plate. So if you have 3 things in your plate, then it's a
Started.
great diet.
Started.
I swear, it's
Imran
a great
also has
diet.
3 things in his
Yeah,
plate.
I always have 3 things in my plate.
Kareena's dietitian has
At a
told her that you can have
Gujarati
any
thali,
3
how have you
things.
had 3 things in your plate?
She had like jalebi,
At a time.
Jalebi,
kheer,
puris.
and puris. That's it, sorted.
Now see, pickle and ghee are separate. They don't count as
I don't
things.
think this is hot enough to put anything in.
Yeah, no, it's too
No,
hot
no, no.
actually.
It's
Yeah.
actually too hot.
Yeah.
Because we're putting anchovies in there.
You put anchovies in spaghetti bolognese? Really?
Just that much. It adds umami.
Tell me, do you cook? Do you cook?
I'm a good cook.
What do you cook?
I can cook dal.
you guys are about to see.
Vegetables.
So you'll make the thepla, na? You'll rice you make.
Where's the thepla?
Where is the thepla means what? You have to make
You
it.
have to make it. With a belan.
Just
Gaon
a few
ki gori.
seconds.
Imran,
Yeah,
you're
so
taking this really
follow
seriously. I don't think you've ever been so excited for any of the interviews as you are right now to cook this.
That's very true
Isn't
actually.
it?
That
true?
is very
I really haven't seen Imran
Yeah.
this excited
That
like
is-
in the last 10 days.
Cooking
one
is my
for us.
favorite
Of
part.
course. Didn't you make spaghetti arrabbiata because I've never
Arrabbiata.
eaten it?
All right, we're swapping back to original places.
It's boring.
But isn't that really wrong?
That?
That he's made a dish that I can't eat.
No, he's making something that he likes in character, like non-veg. And what you will make is something you
Sriram
like.
will never eat veg. You know that.
What do you like?
Parathas.
So you can't.
You can do parathas. Do you know how to make parathas?
No.
Yeah.
What we're going to do is, whilst that's warming up, I think we're going to take a break. When we come back, the dish gets finished and it's paratha or thepla time. I'm not sure which.
Okay, let's just do theplas.